I'm looking at this as a very, very positive thing. I mean, every single thing from my business to my health to pretty much literally every single thing I could possibly imagine in my life has gotten better because of coronavirus, right? And I think that's a big thing to understand is you could either look the second that I started I got a personal trainer. The second I started to work on fitness a little bit.
Congrats on that, by the way, man. I've been watching you every day, tipping off to the little Buddha. You've been like, hats off to the Buddha, like day number 75, and I'm like, man, I like seeing that. I like seeing that a lot, man.
Yeah, he's actually my motivation monkey. So when I start my morning routine, I fist bump my monkey. I fist bump my motivation monkey as part of my motivation routine. So
if you're in self-isolation, the best time to fist any monkey is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, when are you gonna do it later? In public? You can't be fisting your monkey in public. Come on now.
Yeah, maybe as long as you keep some social distance to it. Yeah, I mean, look, like I think it's important for people to understand, right? Like whether it's a car accident. Like I had a guy who joined my program the other day. He got into a car accident and he sent me this picture and he was in like full neck brace. The car had rolled over. He's in the hospital for months. And whether you're in a car accident, whether you have coronavirus, I mean, I'm in New York. I'm in the epicenter. I don't know if any of you guys have, you're in New York or you're in an epicenter of what's happening, but it's definitely not a joke. It's definitely something to be taken seriously. And the fact that, look, I mean, I have a nurse that lives next door to me here in New York, and she's saying that she has no mask. She's saying I literally gave her one of my masks because she didn't have one. So it's definitely something taken seriously. But at the same time, though, if you don't come out of this in better shape, if you don't come out of this with more money in your pocket and a plan for your social circle, a plan for your dating life, then you have massively failed, right? You can easily just use this time to Postmates and Netflix, right? Or you can use this time to solve everything else that you've been trying to solve, right? I have a gigantic all wall whiteboard over here, and every single day I map out where I'm at on my 90-day goals. I map out, Corey's on this call, my head of video, right? And Corey's and I are doing social media audits. I've noticed that you're putting a lot of effort into your programs right now. At the end of the day, I'm just working more time. I'm putting in more time into everything right now. I'm more organized now than I've been in a long time. I've dropped all alcohol consumption. I've just been focused on getting back to the grind that I know I need to be doing. So, I mean, I know that you had a couple things that you actually wanted to talk about. I don't know if you guys know this, but Madison and I both, we've probably traveled to what, maybe 100 to 150 times. God, at least it's got to be more than that because it was like 2.5, 3 years nonstop. Every weekend you and I traveled. So I remember Atlanta at Tongue and Groove, which was a club that I actually have taught boot camps in for 12 years now at this point. It was Tongue and Groove and Opera. Opera's the one with the staircase that goes up.
Yes.
And I remember that was the first time where I was like, I don't know about this Madison guy because I mean I'd been kind of I was kind of arrogant at the time because I'd been doing my thing for so long. It was a big kind of come to Jesus moment for me when I saw you just crush it in opera, and I was like, damn, this Madison dude actually knows what's up because I remember I'd been so focused in the high status thing. I remember that seeing you just like meet every girl you could. I was like, oh damn, this is pretty cool actually to kind of like get back to the fundamentals again. So then after that, I was like, damn, I remember, everyone's kind of talking about Sam on here now that I mentioned him, kind of going through the Sam saga, the up and downs of, what happened there. And then we have, just being with Owen for all those years. I just remember we had quite a few good times. So what's been on your mind of what you want to talk about? What have you been working on that you can tell everyone that you have going on?
Well, to go off what you're saying really quickly too, like my whole thing, like, I don't think me and you are that opposite. I think we just had different setups, right? So your whole thing was like, how could you meet people and create a whole environment, a lifestyle based on any city that you're in here for a while. So, me, I was traveling a lot. I didn't have that run rate. So my whole philosophy was, how can I get into an environment, let's say a club or whatever social situation, and create an opportunity right then and right there. And the way I did it was very different. The way I think you do it is you leverage people in the environment situations, and you let the situations create the perfect situation for you, perfect possibility to meet somebody, right? And for me, my thing was, okay, how could I go and how could I make a deep connection or a deep relationship or really get to know somebody very quickly in that moment? So that's what I'm focusing on. And that actually leads me to what I want to talk about here today with you, because people in the comments, he said, what do you guys want Madison and Luke to talk about? People were like, I want you to talk about how do you add value to people's lives during this situation? And then B, when we get out of it, how do we add value to people's lives? What does value even look like? So for me, my whole thing was, let me walk into a nightclub or whatever, and let me make a really deep, solid, like really, really connection with somebody. And I think there's two ways to like inspire emotions. We always talk about like, how do you spike emotions? One way could be like, I know one of your lines is like, hey, what's up, table neighbor? Or like, you just like pulling jokes and stuff, and like, like pulling jokes and getting everybody to laugh at you and making friends with everybody. And the guy in the group is like, just like having a good time. And me, it's like, I kind of take an alternate route. It's called like the backdoor route. It's like the architect in the Matrix. I'm like, all right, let me get outside that and let me like talk about some stuff that like, damn, I can't believe you went there on that subject with me, like right here, right now. I have the kind of conversations with people in public where it's like, we're not confined by the four walls of the room. It's like, we're going somewhere else, and it kind of it breaks their pattern, right? So I'm going deep and I'm going for a pattern interrupt. And I think right now, to everybody who's watching this, if you're at home right now, like to what Luke was saying earlier, if you're at home right now, you have an opportunity to get deeper in relationships more than any time before, probably in human history. I heard a buddy of mine who's a financial expert. He said this is going to be the biggest transfer of generational wealth ever in human history. And I also believe that for social relationships, and I also believe that for everything. So let's say, when I say relationships, by the way, I don't just mean like boyfriend, girlfriend, family member, aunt, uncle, business partner, somebody you look up to, somebody you aspire to be around, social media influencer. I mean, all of them, okay? When I say relationships, I mean all of that. And yes, if you are wanting to date somebody, I also mean that as well, okay? I mean that as well. So you can influence that as well. And I think, and I want to get your opinion on this too, talk about it as well. I think right now, it's so crazy how you can develop a relationship with somebody, because everybody is losing their shit. Everybody just losing their minds, panicking, going crazy, panicking, not knowing where the next gig is going to be, not knowing all the stuff. But really, if you can tap into somebody's regular daily routine and just become part of their life, it's incredible. If you become, let's call it like the 8 p.m. crew, or like not 8 p.m. because your live stream can be at 8 p.m. Let's call it like the 9 p.m. crew, right?
There you go.
There you go. You can become part of the 9 p.m. crew, and you're just somebody that they talk to on a regular basis every night at 9 p.m. They're just like, hey, look at this cat meme. Or they're like, oh, what'd you do today? I ate some Uber Eats. Or like, you just have a conversation about Tiger King. And you're just part of that routine of them every single day. And all of a sudden, I think when this is all over, you're going to be in the background of their mind. You're going to be one of the first person they go and talk to, because this is the opportunity to really get to know your people around you deeper than ever before. This is a chance for you to get involved in their life, right? Like, I'll be honest with you, okay? I'll be perfectly honest with you. And I'm going to say something very, very horrible here. People don't want to hear it. I'm no doctor, so, don't take my medical advice here, but I'm going to say something.
No, take his medical advice.
Take it.
Madison's a virologist. Listen to everything he has to say.
I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian, so it makes me automatically educated, right? So I think that now, if you're talking to somebody, right, and somebody's interesting, you could potentially go for a social distance walk in the park, okay? A social distance walk in the park, a 6 feet away walk. And back in the day, you probably couldn't even get that person's attention. Let's say there was somebody who's really attractive. Let's say there's an IG model, right? And I've been out with a few IG models over the past few months, ones that have like 100K, 200K followers, whatever. Before, you'd have to compete with bottle service. You have to compete with the finesser who's trying to take them to a steak dinner. You got to compete with the guy who's trying to get them on the yacht party in Miami. You got to compete with all of this. But guess what? All of that doesn't exist anymore, and she just wants toilet paper. If you have toilet paper, you are the high value guy now. So that's a little bit of a joke. But what I'm saying is, you have an opportunity to get that person to just have a walk with you on the park where they wouldn't have before. We can go for a walk in the park and have a coffee.
There's like a leveling of the playing field, right? Like, yeah. Like a lot of my friends who spend, most of the guys that I go out with, right? A lot of them, they're spending $2,000, $5,000, $6,000 a night on bottle service, right? Well, there's no bottle service. There's no sparkler presentation right now that you can. I had my lighter here. I was gonna go like this, right? I was gonna find my lighter to do the bottle presentation. You can't really do the bottle presentation anymore because there's no clubs that are open. Right. So like anything at all that you can. And I remember for the first month of Corona season, the first 30 days, I'm in New York, so it's been a little bit longer for us, I think. The first 30 days, no girl would want to hang out. No girl would visit. I remember Michael was talking about this. He's like, man, no girl wants to fly to see me. The first month is brutal. But now I find that, I just, now the weather's turned, I just went for a walk down the river, right? Or a walk by the river, rather. And it's the Hudson River, right? And there was probably 400 people out, 500 people out, right? It's unbelievable. Someone just mentioned what happened to Vegas. Well, Vegas is completely shut down. All casinos are closed. There's not even security. They're all like boarded the fuck up, right? All the casinos are locked up. That doesn't mean that you can't go out and get social media content. That doesn't mean that you can't meet up. What I found, Madison, and you let me know if you found this to be true for you as well. The places that are like very high-end restaurants, high-end bars, they're doing takeout and they're doing, the pickup and delivery, right? But what I found is that you can still build some social proof. You can still interact with people just as you're leaving the place. I found that they're actually more appreciative. I find that, there's some of the local places that I know are normally packed with people outside and at the bar right now. When they're doing takeout, you can buy drinks to go right now. I know people places that are serving drinks to go. And what they're doing is they're literally like, hey, here's a free $20 gift card for the next time you come in here. Thank you so much for our business. What I found is if you can adapt and you're able to actually, look, it's like Instagram. You don't get girls' numbers now. Don't get people's numbers that you try to do business with. Get their Instagrams. That's just the way that it is. Don't be upset about it. Just accept that's the way that it is right now. It's just the way that it is.
As you were saying, Luke, it's really dope because, you can still talk to people in public, and they're going to be 1,000 times more responsive because nobody's been hitting them up in public, and they're so happy they have a conversation with a real human being. I know people that are stuck in their house for a month, and they're like, and I talk to them in public now, they're like, oh, a person talked to me. Like, I haven't seen a human being in forever. You know that sort of like scenario before where you go to a club and you talk to a girl and she may have been approached by 15 guys that night before? Well, that hasn't happened. She hasn't been approached by 15 guys tonight. In fact, she hasn't been approached by 15 guys this month. And she's like thrilled to have a human interaction with another human being because she's been talking to her teddy bears for like the last 2 months, okay? So I see all the hearts going crazy here. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. So you know what I'm saying registers with you. And I know you're getting this. I know this makes a lot of sense to you right now, okay? So now you are the shiniest piece of object or piece of gold that exists. Before, if you were like a 3 out of 10, now you're an 8 out of 10 because you're just breathing. You're just a breathing human being, right? So your odds are significantly increased and everything's a lot better, okay? And by the way, people are much more receptive to phone conversations on video chat. You might notice me and Luke are doing a video chat. We're chatting and catching up. You might notice that a lot of people are going live. So before, where you couldn't get somebody to do a video chat with you, now they're open to it because they've been video chatting their family and their friends all week long. They're used to doing video chats now. So I find the ability to get somebody on a video chat, I find it's easy. This is crazy. I find it's easier to get somebody on a video chat than it is on a phone call now. That's just me personally. I don't know if it's like that for you. But I'm so excited about it because it just means like people are used to picking up their phone. By the way, also, that girl that you know that was like not picking up the phone before because she was busy with so many things, just juggling so many things. Now she's sitting at home watching Tiger King. So there's nothing else that she's doing to distract her. You know what I'm saying? So now she's like, now it's like,
cool
I'm
cats and kittens.
It's Carol Baskin. I saw this craziest Carol Baskin meme. I got to shoot this to you after. It's like promoting her OnlyFans. It's really great. Hey, all you cool cat and kittens. So you know the zoo is closed and we got to start my OnlyFans and get the bills paid. It was really hilarious. I'll send it to you after. But yeah, so everybody's home. Everybody has time. Now you can get in contact. And again, the way to add value to people's lives is just to really just like brighten their day. Literally just by sending funny memes. Literally just by making them laugh. Literally just like, oh, I saw this crazy thing. You're not going to believe it. Like, it's easier to add value to somebody's life when they're stressed out. You just got to be a distraction. So be a distraction a few days in a row to her, and then you will automatically become part of that routine. And you can go for a social distance walk to Dunkin' Donuts in the park or whatever it is. Somebody who wouldn't have made time with you before will make time with you now. And as Luke was saying also, if you want to figure out how to do that in your exact life and give you, because right now I'm giving you like generic feedback, I'm giving you guys generic information, but if you want to figure out how to have a custom tailored plan to your exact life and your living conditions, then DM me, okay, by clicking my name up above that says Madison himself. Take your finger, go like this. You're not going to do it now. When are you going to do it? Okay, you got to be accountable for your success. Take your finger, click my name, say, hey, Madison, I want to get on a social assessment call with you, I want to figure out my relationships, just DM me, tell me that, okay? I personally review every single DM that I get. I check them personally, so it's going to be me going through them, and we'll set up a call with you the next 24 hours to figure out exactly what we could do for you in that situation, okay? We'll figure out a game plan for you. We'll do some exercise on the phone, some drills. We'll ask you some questions. It's about a 45-minute call, and it's a no-brainer. Do I want you to eventually sign up with the program for me? Eventually. But at least the bare minimum, you get the time to at least get your head sorted and your relationship sorted while we have the chance right here, right now, okay? It's an absolutely free call. Won't be free forever. It's while we have the time to do them. Eventually, we'll start charging for them. So what are some ways, Luke, that you're like keeping in contact with people lately, and some ways that you're like trying to add value to their life? By the way, I just saw Sade and Stefan just DM me. Good stuff on that, man. You just DM me. I see the DMs coming in right now. People are DMing me. Good stuff on that. Good job being proactive.
Cool. Yeah, guys, make sure you DM Madison. I know that he's someone who, again, he's one of kind of the OGs of game. A lot of you guys don't know this, but like Madison and myself both, I mean, we've been doing this for such a long period of time. And I think something to really understand too is Madison and I are two guys that aren't ever going to stop this, right? The terminology might change, the acronyms might change, the YouTube algorithm might change, but at the end of the day, Madison and I are both two guys who travel, other than right at this exact time, we travel every single weekend, different city around the world. So make sure that you go to madisonhimself.com/application, show him some love, show yourself some love, and get on a call with him, because I know it's a big value add. At the end of the day, there's so much opportunity right now, guys. One thing I'll talk about on Madison's live stream here, once we hop onto his, is I literally just set up the sickest Maldives yacht trip that you could have ever possibly imagined. And it would have cost $100,000 a month ago. But because of Corona, I secured the entire thing for $10,000. Well, I couldn't get a sponsor for $100K, but I got a sponsor in about 2 hours for $10,000. It's a 320-foot yacht. There's a full spa on one entire floor. I planned this entire thing out, for my social elite mentoring guys, and I'm actually going to show them exactly how I did it all. But if you guys, for some of you guys that are following me, I'm going to explain the whole thing out to you. But what I really want you guys to understand here is Corona's I secretly hope this Corona, I hope we have another 2 weeks of it. Like this whole, I want you guys to really understand here, like this whole Corona thing, while it might seem annoying, is a time to plan. This is the world telling you to retreat slightly, create a new plan of attack. You'll never have a better time to build a social circle than right now, because you can plan what you're going to do for the rest of the year. All you're going to do is take an L for the first half of 2020 to have an fucking epic end of 2020. It's that simple. It's super simple, right?
You can get things that, you mean to tell me, Luke, I can get things at a discount. People are available to chat on the phone. People are returning phone calls, and all I got to do is sit at home and plan my Facebook or my Instagram. That's all I got to do.
Yeah, look,
that's all I got to do.
Next door to my office, I literally set up like my entire home gym here because I wanted to not stop myself, right?
Dope. I like that, man. Convenience. Probably got the gym at a discount too.
And I did, and the whole point I guess that I'm trying to say here is like, you got to realize your 90-day goals, you should be so loyal to your goals. You should be so loyal to what you're trying to accomplish that nothing else gets in the way, right? If nothing else gets in the way, then at the end of the day here, nothing should stop you from actually accomplishing your goals. I cannot tell you. Look, I'm the most anti-social social circle person you'd ever meet. Social circle is not about navigating your way through your current social circle. I build a social circle so that my tripod's, there you go. I'm building a social circle so that I can actually achieve newer heights. The point on why you should get on a call, either with Madison's team or my team, that's completely free, is so you can reach new heights. It's to create a game plan for yourself. You should be able to build a social circle from scratch. You should be able to create a Tinder plan for yourself from scratch. My gym shit, right? Like, I've never not been, this was like a 1-year experiment getting fat that just lasted 4 years. It was never meant to just go as long as it did. But I'm like, okay, well, Corona's not going to stop me. Corona's not going to, like, if Corona stops you from having a fatter bank account, right? From having more women around you and from having, hopefully a less fat body, then you have a problem. Corona's not the problem. It's you have a discipline problem.
You know what it is?
Think about all these times that you said that you don't have the time, and now all of a sudden you have the time, right?
Yeah, now they have the time. Now you can get around people. Like most people haven't done it before because they've been around the wrong people, right? If you're if you're trapped, if you're in your house and you're unmotivated because your brother is like a sad story, he's just like all sad and depressed. Then you need to not get around your brother. You need to get around the right group of people that are going to motivate you. I mean, the coolest thing about being a crew is that we always check in. Like you guys don't even know this. We have like group chats that are going on WhatsApp daily, and we're in those group chats. We're like, hey man, what's up? Oh hey Julian, you did this thing. That's cool. And we're keeping in contact with each other daily. So what you need to do is you need to just, if you're watching this and you feel like you're stuck, you have the opportunity to thrive, but you're not doing it, then just get around people that are also holding themselves up to a higher standard. Get around people that are winners, right? Just like that winner mentality, because you need to probably just to click in your mind so it clicks and you're like, okay, I'm going to like commit to doing things. I'm going to be accountable to doing things. So just get around the right people. Like this is not the time to be a crybaby at all. At all, okay? If you want to be a crybaby, there's probably like your friends of crybabies who will support you in crying because they want to cry along with you. There's maybe your parents and your family who are like, want you to cry some more because they don't want you to be more successful than them. They don't want you to outshine them. And then some maybe more crybaby friends that would love to support you if you plan on crying some more. But if you don't plan on crying the whole time, you actually want to have some results coming out of this, then absolutely, like Luke said, get with some people that are winning. Because if there's one thing that you could do today that will make your life a little better, it's your obligation to do that one thing. It's just one thing, bro. If you're in North America right now and it's 8:37 p.m., what did you do today to win? What did you do today to win? If you're in LA and it's 5:37 p.m. right now, what did you do today to win? And if you didn't do anything, if you're not proud of one thing that you did today, then at the very least, let's end this day good by hopping on a call with us and let's working out a full strategy. Right, you see right here, right now, is just random information. It's random generic information, okay? But we want to give you a custom tailored
this is
feedback
information
plan.
we prepared for 8 hours, and now we're delivering it to you.
This is the free stuff, guys. This is the free stuff, okay? The actual good stuff that's like one-on-one tailored to your life is way better. The premium content that's tailored to your life is way better than an Instagram live or a YouTube video, okay? So that's what you want to get, all right? So go to madisonhimself.com/application. Fill out the application. It's very quick. It takes 30 seconds, bro. 30 seconds. It's going to send me a message, and I'm going to be able to get in contact with you in 24 hours and set up a call with me and my team and just sort out all the garbage going on, all right?